If those policemen would not have been arrested within those 24 hours, us as comrades are going to mobilize throughout the country. We are going to make sure that this country is going to be impassable. We are going to make Nairobi impassable. So I'm telling Matiang'I, stick to your 24 hours, else this country is going to be impassable. Number two, we want to say that in this country, students demonstrating as well as the student leaders, whenever they demonstrate, they have always been kicked out of school. The rate of suspension of students have been so high. We want to give a warning to other vice chancellors and other universities that if they don't desist from this habit, we are going to mobilize comrades and are going to make this country possible.
We are here as the university's leaders to condemn what happened here at Jkuat yesterday. We are not seeking for sympathy or kindness from these police officers who think that our lives are no longer important. Lives of comrades are important. It is our constitutional right to express ourselves whenever we need to express ourselves, and we ask them to protect us whenever we want to express ourselves. For the longest time, the comrades from Jkuat have called on to these policemen to provide security. They can only show up when we are on the streets. We are asking them to do their jobs. If they are unable to do their jobs, let them, all of them, go home. We are tired of seeing comrades being beaten up. Our lives are important. We are tired of always going and saying that we need help, and we are saying that enough is enough.
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 Enough is enough. We will not accept that comrades are stomped over by policemen. We want to say that whatever Matiang'I has promised Kenyans, he should do within the next 24 hours, or this Jkuat campus is going to be a no-go zone. And they're not only going to be alone as Jkuat, but we are going to mobilize all comrades all across the country to support each other.
Ria!
Comrades power! Comrades Ria! They have for the longest time gone to the policemen seeking for help, saying that they're being harassed, their women are being raped, there are things which are being stolen, but they've not gotten any help. And that's why we're saying, why are the policemen not doing their jobs, and they can only come and do what they purport to be their job, and that is beating us when we come to the streets when they do not help us. So, as comrades, we have always said that we will look for amicable ways to solve solutions, therefore solve problems. Therefore, whenever they've gone to the policemen and the policemen have not helped them, that's why they resorted to go to the streets.
It's unfortunate if those clips actually are a true testimony of what transpired here yesterday. Of course, his office is particularly very concerned that such would happen from officers who are properly trained and they know what their responsibilities are. The IG is aware as his officers conduct their work. They actually have the powers to use force, if need be, in the protection of life and property. In yesterday's particular incident, officers, I'm informed, were responding to a situation whereby there was need to protect life and property. However, in the course of trying to quell the demonstrations, which had turned rioters, we believe a few officers may have been a bit overzealous, and used excessive force against some victims. Behind the scenes, for your information, there has been a lot of communication between the police and the university itself. They have been communicating and drawing structures. This incident happened as an incident that was unpremeditated. I can assure you that appropriate disciplinary action is going to be taken, because the police have their own mechanisms of dealing with errant police officers. That one, rest assured, hatua itachukuliwa bila shaka.
In today's fracas, 4 of our officers were injured, 2 motor vehicles were maliciously damaged, also some adjacent buildings were damaged, and I want to appreciate the good work done by the police. Despite all these running up and down and this monkey business with the students, our officers were able to restrain them. Imagine they had the firearms, so there is no injury reported, and I want to credit the police on how they have handled the situation. generally. There is only one student who was alleged to have been assaulted, and he was assaulted by the public, the angry members of public, in a mob. They cornered him and they injured him, and I understand he's in hospital. Otherwise, our officers have restrained themselves, acted with a lot of caution, and there is no injury inflicted by a police officer. However, if the incidents which are reported, we will not hesitate to subject them to scrutiny and investigations, and the findings and recommendations will be in the public domain as soon as possible. We have put strategies and mechanisms to counter the drug dealers. We are not going to relent. I can't assure them, whether they incite the students or not. We are not going to relent on a war against the drugs and illicit brews and the psychotropic substances. Still, we will be manning the gate. We shall try to closely monitor all activities that are taking place in all our learning institutions, and we are not going to relent the war on illicit drugs and the psychotropic substances. Students who have been arrested they have been investigated, and I asked the parents are here. We are giving them P52. We are compelling their attendance, not a free bond. We are giving them a free bond, not a bond, cash bond, so that they can be investigated. There's no way they will go. They are students within the Jkuat University, people whom we can reach them anytime we want. Therefore, there is no need of putting them in custody. We are releasing them forthwith, but they are still under investigation. They are still under investigation. Lastly, I want to assure the students that issues of security will be enhanced. We will try our best to provide security for them within and outside the hostels. But please, my request to the student body is that let them not be used by the drug peddlers who wants to spoil their life. Some of the grievances of the students is that they talked of rampant insecurity within Juja area, and they say they have been robbed and snatched laptops, and they reported incidents of insecurity. However, according to the records, our police records, we have not had any incident of insecurity within Juja in the recent past. There was only one incident involving a student known as Sheila, who was murdered in a local pub within Juja. This student was a student from Kenyatta University. 5 suspects are in custody in relation to that murder. That's the only isolated incidents that we had involving the students of universities within Juja and its environment. The truth of the matter is that following our rapid results initiatives, 100 days rapid results initiatives, we have made some strategies to cover all the gates of the university so that the drug peddlers and the parents do not access the university to sell these drugs and the psychotropic substances to our students. That's a factor that has contributed to today's strike. The second issue which contributed to today's strike is that other public universities have been closed down and they were in holiday, while Jomo Kenyatta University was still in session. This has brought some disaffection among the students who wanted to break for their holidays. And this is the second reason why the university students went on a strike. Thirdly, the third reason is that there is the official body, University Students, Jkuat Students Association. It is called JAKUSA. Since they have been mandated and given elected, there is no strike that has taken place within university. Therefore, they have been discredited and rebuked by the students, general students, saying that they have not been articulating issues affecting the students. Therefore, the officials were under pressure, and that's why they organized the strike. Otherwise, we do not see any insecurity within Juja. It has been there in the past of 3-4 months ago, but currently the security situation is stable, and we have not had any serious incidents which can tantamount to today's strike. What happened is that there is a wing or a section within the Kenya Police, I mean the National Police, under the administration police called as SIPO. They have been deployed in their gates to monitor issue of drugs and insecurity that affects the university. And the drug barons could not access the university to peddle the drugs. Therefore, they started to sponsor strikes and to incite the students to go on strikes, to agitate for the removal of the police, the deployment of the police from the gates, the main gates.